what's up, guys? It's Marvin here with Unico Dialecto. I have a very special guest with me today, Joshua Saucedo, all the way from California. And we brought you in because we wanted you to be able to share the word. Talk about your experiences here this weekend.
I had a great time, man. The whole conference was on royalty. And so as soon as Marvin told me royalty, the first thing I thought about was identity. And so what I was talking about is it's not about who you are, but it's about whose you are. And I was, sharing with the youth their identity in Christ. And because, at this age, a lot of times, friends begin to kind of tell kids who they are, shape them in certain ways, and they kind of just go with the flow and allow other people to shape and mold them. We get so familiar with other voices, maybe the voice of rejection, or maybe just different things, and really it's time that we get familiar with the voice of God and begin to know who you are in Christ, what Christ has to say about you, instead of identifying yourself from your past mistakes. Or we allow our past mistakes to cripple us, and we allow those crippling weaknesses in our lives to identify us, or try to for example, someone who's committed murder, they're not a murderer. That's not who God has called them to be. And so that's just, a little bit of what I was sharing.
What is Urban Ops?
Urban Ops, well, Urban Ops started because we just wanted to reach neglected youth inside the church and outside the church. And in doing that, God's opened doors, to more things than just that. Hip hop is a tool that God allows us, to use to reach people and to communicate with people. But we do different things. We feed the homeless. There's been seasons where we've been to rehabs, juvenile halls, Native American reservations, Indian reservations, and then but we've always done like youth concerts and different types of concerts, car shows, and different things. And really, all the Urban Ops really wants to do is leave people face to face with the love of God, and just encourage people really of their identity in Christ.
All right, so I know also, speaking of Urban Ops, I know you guys have a CD out. Do you have anything? First, why don't you talk to us about the project that came out and what you're working on now?
We have an album called Won't Die in Silence, which is out right now. And you can find that on iTunes. We also, you can go on YouTube, check us out on YouTube, Urban Ops. Check us out on Facebook, MySpace. And then we're working on a project right now called Forfeit Never. And pretty much what we're saying is, because I'm in the hands of a victorious God, because He's victorious, I'm victorious. Because of Him, we're overcomers. And because we're overcomers, I just can't quit. I just can't forfeit. Ouch! Ostracized without a doubt. What must one do but sit and pout when the past disqualifies you and counts you out, and unkind words orbit your sector like dark clouds, unorthodox opponents from every angle calling you out, an orphan with no order, absorbed in your micro portions or lack of oxygen, and life seems like a hologram. In other words, you feel like an incomplete man. Well, trust me, I understand what it feels like to build your whole life upon quicksand. And so you accept the fact that your position is whack because you consistently lack, and that you're prone to fumble your promises right before the end zone. And so you don't sow your mustard seed of faith because you put more weight on your own faith, when rather you must emphasize on where it's placed. We fail to follow the details and derail like scattered seashells, panic, act frantic and frail, then dwell in a cell of self-pity. The void sails on waves of tall tales, only to yell, something's still missing. But what a mystery, that even when covered in a stench of defeat, I could still claim victory. Something sweet that I can savor. See, He is able and I am favored. For when one door closes, it's only to get my attention to look for the bigger door that's been open.